يَوْمَ يَجْمَعُ اللَّهُ الرُّسُلَ. Be warned of the day when Allah will assemble the messengers and say, what was the response you received? They will say, we have no knowledge. Indeed, it is you who is knower of the unseen. Allah tells us here of a scene on the Day of Judgment when Allah will gather the messengers and He will ask them, what was the response of your nation? When you conveyed the message to them, how did the people respond? And why will the messengers say, we have no knowledge? They have knowledge. When they conveyed to the people and the people responded to them, they knew how they responded. They were there at the time when people disbelieved. They will say this because of the great fear on the Day of Judgment. Because the fear of that day, the great awe that they will feel when they're standing before Allah, will make the messengers unable to even respond to this question, even though they've done nothing wrong. So this tells us how awe-inspiring that day is going to be. And it's a warning for us too, that if the messengers are going to be in this state, then what of the general people? What of the other people? When we are confronted in the dunya, right now, in our lives, when we are confronted with a mistake that we've done, or something that we've done wrong, our wrong actions, what's the first automatic response? What is our automatic response? To anxiety and to make excuse. To come up with, but I did it because of this. I did it because straight away we kind of offload the burden and throw it onto somebody else. I did it because I saw this, because you didn't do that, because this person did this. Because of this, that's why I did. That's our first response when we're confronted with our own mistakes and wrong actions. And for the lucky amongst us, we might go and reflect and then think, okay, no, I think I was wrong. But for many, even that doesn't happen. You just continue in this attitude of, I didn't do anything wrong, it's because of this that I did. Somebody else made me do this. Somebody else's actions made me act in this way. But the truth is that this is not acceptable with Allah. We're not going to be able to say that to Allah. If the prophets are not going to be able to respond to a genuine question when they did nothing wrong, then what if people are accounted? And the Prophet ﷺ warned that if someone is accounted, they're destroyed. Because no one can come with enough good deeds. No person can say that they have enough good deeds to free them from the punishment. The day when Allah will say, O Jesus, son of Mary, remember my favor upon you and upon your mother, when I supported you with the pure spirit, and you spoke to the people in the cradle and in maturity. And remember when I taught you writing and wisdom, and the Torah and the gospel, and when you designed from clay what was like the form of a bird with my permission. Then you breathed into it, and it became a bird with my permission. And you healed the blind from birth, and the leper with my permission. And when you brought forth the dead with my permission, and when I restrained the children of Israel from killing you, when you came to them with clear proofs, and those who disbelieved among them said, this is not but obvious magic. All these miracles presented to the people, but the people disbelieved. And remember when I inspired to the disciples, believe in me and in my messenger. They said, آمنا واشهد بأننا مسلمون. We have believed, so bear witness that indeed we are Muslims. So what did the disciples say they were? Muslim. This is the term that Allah gives us in Quran to refer to the ummah of the Prophet ﷺ. And remember when the disciples said, O Jesus, son of Mary, can your Lord send down to us a table spread with food from the heaven? Jesus said, fear Allah if you should be believers. They said, we wish to eat from it, and let our hearts be reassured, and know that you have been truthful to us, and be among its witnesses.